Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Garage Maintenance for the Bajaboard G4. Today we are going to be removing the suspension arms and the bash plate underneath the motor mount. So these are the tools that you're going to need for today. I have a couple of Allen key sockets for the torque wrench. I have a 4mm and I have a 3mm for if we want to remove the deck for any reason. Then I have a standard 4mm Allen key just in case it's something that's a little too tight for the torque wrench. Then we have a 12mm socket for the torque wrench. Then we have a folding star key set, also known as a torque screwdriver, and the size that we'll be using is the T25. Alright, so we're going to start with the bottom suspension arm here since I forgot to record for the top one, but you'll see it in the back. It'll be the same thing as the one in the front. So we're going to remove these two bolts here. The one in the back, because I have this bigger bolt that's supporting the frame here, I had a crack there a little while ago and I contacted the company and this is what they recommended me to do, and it has been holding up great since. But because I have that, I have to use the standard Allen key because the torque wrench is a little too big there. So if by some reason you have the same problem as I do, this is how you have to do it. But if not, the torque wrench is going to work just fine for you. So before we take the suspension arms off of the backside, we are going to have to remove this bash plate guard that's underneath the motor mount. It's just two screws here, you just gotta loosen those up, and then you have a notch in the very back that you gotta remove, and then it just takes the whole thing off. Alright, so now we will be removing the top suspension arm. So because of the motor mount back here, I'm using the socket torque wrench to do most of the loosening here, but of course I do prefer using the Allen key side of it. So with the front that won't be an issue if you have the G4, but if you do have the G4X, this is how you'd have to do it for both sides. This is why I say removing the deck is optional, because if you do remove that, it is a lot easier to take off this top suspension arm. When you are removing all the suspension arms, you're going to have these sleeves on all the bolts. They are to minimize noise and vibration. The stock Baja boards have metal ones. These are ones that I got 3D printed from Rambo and the Baja owners group. I like them more because they are a lot more snug and they do reduce the noise and vibration that they were looking for. When you are removing these suspension arms, it is a good time to check them, see what condition they're in. Some of them can be bent or pretty banged up that you will have to replace those. So it's just a good time to check and see if that is necessary. Alright, so these are just all the parts that we removed today. If you do have any questions, you can let me know in the comment section below, and then we will see you all next week. Take care, everyone.